Tuesday, Monday.
Futurecast showing pretty decent weather for this evening here, but some rain is approaching. More weather details coming up.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, we take part in Visit Keweenaw's media tour as local leaders explain what to expect in the area this summer. Plus, an air base downstate is in need of more funding if they're going to go ahead with future missions. And another massive drone strike hits Ukraine as U.S. Democrats look to secure them more aid. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Low temps tonight, not quite as bad. We're going to be into the upper 40s, closer to Lake Superior, and even a couple of 50s once you work down to the south and even out towards the west. Tomorrow, looking like a little bit of a rainy day. We will have scattered showers and a few thunderstorms around, but look at temperatures. 74 here in the Marquette, and maybe even some lower 80s once you work off to the east. So a pretty nice day tomorrow. Well, warm temperatures continue, but there is a cool down. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes.
Dakota, thank you very much. To begin Visit Keweenaw's media tour weekend, several local leaders gave remarks this morning on what's to expect in the region this summer. WZMQ's Andrew Hands was there and has the details.
This week, media outlets from around the Upper Peninsula and beyond were invited to join in on Keweenaw Opening Day, inspired by Mackinac Island's annual press trip. This morning kicked off the two-day media tour to introduce the summer, beginning with opening remarks from Visit Keweenaw and city staff, accompanied by business and park officials. As summertime brings a boom to the festival season, plenty of excitement this year will come from around the world to be part of Hancock's Finno-Ugric Capital of Culture celebration in June.
We are going to be celebrating full on with our Johannes Summer Solstice celebration, and that is June 17th through the 21st, where we're going to be welcoming perhaps 3 foreign ambassadors to the Copper Country, which probably has never happened ever in the history of the area.
The Keweenaw's historical landmarks may still be recovering from its 360 inches of snow this year, but park officials say they still plan to open almost all of its 22 heritage sites on time.
We did have a lot of snow this year. All of the heritage sites that we know of are still working on opening as planned. Delaware Mine was hoping to open a little bit earlier, but their opening got pushed back a week.
Houghton Management says more plans and infrastructure are also expected to come as summer construction season begins.
Michigan Economic Development Corporation granted the city of Houghton just over $3.8 million for 3 projects that are closely related to our downtown and small business support, talent retention, and just improving the quality of life for our local residents.
From Visit Keweenaw, these beginning months of summer are key to prepare for, while growing each year as a major Upper Peninsula tourist destination. In Houghton, Andrew Hands, WZMQ 19 News.
The Speaker of Michigan's House of Representatives says the state could lose a future fighter mission at Selfridge Air National Guard Base if lawmakers do not act quickly. The Selfridge Air National Guard Base is slated for a new fighter jet mission but needs significant upgrades to support it. House Republicans are pushing to begin that construction this summer, hoping to complete the project before a new governor takes office. But the Speaker says the plan in the Senate would take leftover money not spent this fiscal year and dedicate it to those upgrades, delaying the start nearly a year from what House Republicans were hoping for.
In the negotiation, that is the #1 most unacceptable position of the Senate Democrats, because we will miss the timeline. At that point, we're just going to have to give up on a fighter mission.
Hall says House Republicans aim to pass a compromise before the legislature leaves for Memorial Weekend. House Democrats secured enough signatures to force a floor vote on legislation that would provide new aid for Ukraine. The measure has been stalled for months as supporters were short by just 1 signature. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp spoke with an advocate for Ukraine and why this legislation is critical.
Search and rescue crews combed through the rubble of a residential building complex on Thursday following another Russian strike on Kyiv, Ukraine. The State Emergency Service of Ukraine says the death toll continues to rise. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky says Russia used more than 1,560 drones in the latest attack, making it the largest aerial attack on Ukraine in a 2-day period since the war began. Just before that attack, the House secured enough signatures on a discharge petition to force a floor vote on the Ukraine Support Act, which would authorize $1.3 billion in security assistance for Ukraine and up to $8 billion more in additional support through loans.
Also imposes additional sanctions on Russia and raises the costs for the Russian regime for supporting Iran and other U.S. adversaries. And also it supports diplomatically the mission of the First Lady, Melania Trump, in her efforts to return and rescue Ukrainian children that have been abducted by Russia.
One independent and 2 Republicans signed the discharge petition to force a floor vote. The success of gaining enough support comes at a time when the U.S. has shifted its focus to the war with Iran. Advocates for the legislation say this is one of the best tools to secure a peace deal for Ukraine.
Congress can play a vital role here by demanding a more robust policy from the administration, but also pressuring U.S. adversaries and showing them that United States will stand with their allies, will stand with liberty, and will not just turn a blind eye on atrocities and crimes that are happening.
In Washington, Rachel Knapp, WZMQ 19 News.
President Trump says his talks in Beijing today with Chinese President Xi Jinping went great. During a more than 2-hour closed-door session, China's leader had a blunt warning for the U.S. over Taiwan. Jesse Mitchell has the latest tonight.
Speaking at a state banquet in his honor, President Trump called his meetings with the Chinese delegation extremely positive and productive conversations.
This evening is another cherished opportunity to discuss among friends some of the things that we discussed today, all good for the United States and for China.
President Trump's host in Beijing, Chinese President Xi Jinping, said both leaders believe the Chinese-U.S. relationship is the most important in the world. On Iran, Trump told Fox News, Xi said during a private meeting he would like to help reopen the Strait of Hormuz and said China agreed not to supply Iran with weapons.
He said he's not going to give military equipment. That's a big statement. He said that today. That's a big statement.
A senior administration official says the leaders also addressed the issue of Taiwan, with both sides reiterating their long-held stance. According to Chinese state media, Xi warned President Trump of potential clashes and even conflicts if the issue isn't handled properly.
He berated President Trump about how it would cause great problems if we didn't back off our support for Taiwan.
China considers the self-governing island to be a breakaway province and intends to reclaim it. Back at the banquet, President Trump raised a toast.
It's a very special relationship,
calling ties between the American and Chinese people rich and enduring. The president also invited Xi and his wife to the White House in September, saying, "We look forward to it."
President Trump and Xi could meet several more times this year, according to U.S. and Chinese officials. The meetings could include the Group of 20 meeting in Miami and Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation meeting in southern China later this year. Dakota Hunter has your first warning weather forecast when we come back. Plus, for this week's Medical Minute, we'll hear the best ways to return to normal after a physical injury. And research shows men and boys are less likely to seek out mental health support. We'll hear how one group is looking to change that after this.
Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News.
Buckles Party Store, it's where the party starts in Calumet with an awesome beer selection featuring domestic, foreign, and craft brew beer, a great selection of wine, just about any kind of liquor you want, and a great range of tobacco products. Buckles Party Store in Calumet, it's where the party starts for everyone.
Doughboys, Comets, Gremlins. Every public school in Michigan is proud to be known for something. The Michigan Lottery is proud to be known for something too. Education. 100% of lottery profits go to support Michigan public schools. With your help, the lottery provided over $1 billion to the State School Aid Fund for the 7th straight year. So whatever hometown school you're from, the Michigan Lottery is rooting for all of them. Michigan Lottery, for fun, for schools.
My family's been in business for 70 plus years. We really needed to stress that this is not just a running store. Our running shoes are good for everybody.
It's about the people out in the community who are in the workforce. All those people really benefit from the proper footwear and structure that a running shoe can provide.
They might come in limping, almost like a miracle, walk out of here dancing. It's more than shoes. There's a caring that doesn't exist in a lot of businesses anymore.
Chips or cracks, we got your back. Brian's Auto Glass.
Cracked windshield, chipped glass? Don't wait. Call Brian's Auto Glass in Nagani. We specialize in expert windshield replacement, chip and crack repairs, and safety system calibrations to keep your vehicle road ready. Can't come to us? No problem. We'll come to you with our mobile service. Fast, professional, local. Brian's Auto Glass, where clear vision starts.
Watch 19 News and Weather on YouTube. Just search and subscribe. WZMQ 19 News is always available for streaming 24/7, and it's free. Now, from the 19 News Forecast Center, this is WZMQ 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly.
Here is a look at our forecast through the day today. 63 was our high temps, so again, pretty seasonal. We should be around 61 this time of the year. No rain gauged at the Sawyer Airport today, but we will get into a little bit of a wetter pattern, which is needed because we have this red flag warning in effect for the western half of the Upper Peninsula. This is due to the dry air and the warm conditions we're having. Really above average temperatures are expected with maybe a few showers, but maybe not enough to really quench the thirst out here. So there's a higher wildfire danger out across the western half of the Upper Peninsula. And again, that red flag warning starts at noon tomorrow and runs until tomorrow night. So again, frost chances remain very minimal. Not a chance for that with temperatures this warm, but we will see a few showers moving through tomorrow morning. And this might be the saving grace with the wildfire danger potential, is the fact that we will see some rain in the morning, but then we dry out as we head to the afternoon, a good supply of sunshine and temperatures warming up. And because of that warmth and the dryness, that will aid to that wildfire danger, especially on the western half of the Upper Peninsula. May see a couple of showers scooting on by down across Iron Mountain and Iron River as we head into the evening hours, and then same deal for Saturday, looking pretty decent here. So rain chances, again, will spike up, especially overnight tonight and then into early tomorrow morning. We'll see the better chance for a few of those showers scooting on by. May even see a few showers on Wednesday, or on Friday, or Saturday, I should say, as we head into the weekend here. But all in all, not a lot of rain. And of course, with the winds coming up, that aids in the wildfire danger as well. Those dry winds coming across will make the air dry out and, of course, lead to that. Of course, why is it so warm? The jet stream pulling to the north, bringing in that warm southerly air. So that's going to keep us on the drier side of things, or at least the warmer side of things here as we head throughout the weekend. And as we look ahead over the next 6 to 10 days, temperatures are expected to be fairly seasonal as we head into next week, and even maybe a couple of degrees below average. But temperatures, again, have been warming up, and it's that little taste of summer as we head into this weekend. So about 74 into Marquette tomorrow with a few scattered showers mainly in the morning. About 79 into Iron Mountain, 61 down towards Escanaba. Iron River down at about 79. Some spots could break 80 tomorrow. Again, we'll average it out about 72 tomorrow with those morning showers. A little cooler as we head towards the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and then temperatures actually come back down as we head towards next week. We're into the 40s as we head towards Wednesday, and then Thursday warming up a little bit, mainly dry with temperatures into the lower 50s.
Dakota, thank you again. In our continuing partnership with OSF Healthcare, we're getting some insight on the best ways you can get back on your feet after a physical injury. Here's this week's Medical Minute. Dr. Whitmarsh, we all know it can be a little tough coming back from an injury and getting back in shape. What are some things people can keep in mind, or should keep in mind, when trying to get their body ready to go?
Yeah, I find that that's one of the most challenging things for people is after you're injured, how do you fill that gap between physical therapy and going to the gym, right? One of the greatest things we can recommend is taking your time, really focusing on a slow, consistent progression, making sure that you're not jumping into things too quickly, because that's when we often will re-injure ourselves.
All right, and when it comes to physical therapy, when do you think it's time time to maybe get a referral?
Anytime that pain or stiffness is continuing to limit you beyond, let's say, a 2-week period, and you can't get back to doing those things that you love, like running or hiking or hunting, those are the times to really reach out to your doctor and get a referral to come and see us so that we can help you get back to those things in a strategic manner.
All right. Anything else you think people should know if they're dealing with any sort of these issues?
Really just focus on progress over perfection. You don't have to be striving for the moon, but just a slow, steady pace is great. And you know, the 80-20-20 rule is always something good to go by, where if 80% of the time you're sticking to your program, then you're usually pretty good.
All right, good advice. Dr. Whitmarsh, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
During this Mental Health Month, doctors are trying to put the spotlight on men since research shows many are hesitant to reach out for help. Christiane Benavides shows us how one organization is trying to bring men and boys to a better space through texting.
Alex Antonin has logged hundreds of hours texting strangers, walking them through their mental health struggles.
We have somebody texting in and they're coming in really hot, and we're trying to bring them just a little bit cooler.
Antonin is a volunteer counselor with the Crisis Text Line, a confidential text-based support line for people in a moment of crisis. She joined because she was once on the other side, a high schooler during COVID. She battled anxiety and depression.
I was an only child, and I kind of felt like maybe my parents didn't understand, and that was really hard for me. And Crisis Text Line was an amazing resource because I felt like the texter I was talking with understood exactly what I was going through.
Like similar services, the Crisis Text Line has a disparity. Fewer than 1 in 5 users are male, even though men are nearly 4 times more likely to die by suicide than women. Researchers at the text line analyzed more than 71,000 conversations with boys and men.
Boys and men have an incredible need for support. They're not reaching out for support. And each conversation in this report represents a real boy or man who reached out in their moment of need.
Findings show more than a third of texters have issues with anxiety and depression. Top stressors are related to relationships and loneliness, and 1 in 5 brought up suicide. For Antonin, the data gives her a renewed appreciation for the first step these texters are taking.
Especially with men, this is the first time they're being asked, or this is the first time they're even thinking about something beyond maybe that first anger or sadness feeling.
The report also looked at top coping strategies, which includes social connection, sports, and nature.
Mike Ludlam has your sports highlights after the break. Regional track and field matches are taking place across the UP. We'll tell you who came out on top in the Keweenaw when we come back.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus, 1 year free financing and free delivery.
Did you know most of what you throw away can be recycled? At Recycle 906, we accept more than just cardboard and jugs. We take plastics, metals, paper, and more. Recycle smarter, bring it to us. See what we accept at recycle906.com.
Watch the Medical Minute, Thursdays at 6 and 11, only on 19 News. Brought to you by OSF Healthcare.
Hard Rock Bet Casino is here, Michigan. Roll with us.
There's a brand new welcome offer on Hard Rock Bet. And as always, what you see when you sign up is actually what you get. More bonus spins than ever. 500 bonus spins. That means 500 chances to win real cash. And if you're not up money after your first day playing slots, you get up to $1,000 back for another shot. So you can play again with a casino bonus on us. Roll with Michigan's newest casino app for promos in the spotlight. No gimmicks.
Planning your next trip? Start it close to home at Marquette Sawyer Regional Airport. With convenient service on American, Delta, and United, you'll enjoy flexible flight options to Chicago, Detroit, and Minneapolis with expanded United service starting in October. Save time, skip the long drive, and fly local with confidence. Book your flight today at sawyerairport.com.
Planes, trains, and Broncos. Kick up your spurs and set a spell with the fine folks of Gunsmoke, Bonanza, The Rifleman, and Wagon Train. Go west, young men. Go west.
Weekdays beginning at 1 p.m. on MeTV 19.1.
Good evening, everyone. We crossed the Portage Lift Bridge to the Keweenaw Peninsula to continue the Upper Peninsula High School Track and Field Regionals. Lake Linden-Hubbell was the host for a Division III meet. To run one of we go, just two squads had boys 110-meter hurdles, and that would be Lance and Lake Linden, and say hello and goodbye to Connor Kempinen as he goes on to win in 16.87. He also won the 300 hurdles. As for the girls, many different squads. Jordan Halumbo of Chassel took first by 0.2 of a second, 17.94. Jenna Tarnowski of Octonagon was second at 18.15. To the 100-meter dash, Bessemer Jr. Jaden Verrett punched his ticket with a 12.13. Following close behind was Baraga's Matthew Rankinen at 12.24. Josh Davatil of Lake Linden-Hubbell was third. Ontonogans, Violet Amos had another very good day today, winning this in 13.57. She also won the 200 and 400 and was second in a relay. To the 4x200 relay, and remember in Division III, only the top two teams advanced to the UP finals, and the victory would be taken right there, and Bessemer was in second place. Now on the girls' side, Lake Linden-Hubbell would join the boys. That was Lake Linden winning the boys 800, and the girls take it here in 156.45. And we go to the long jump pit where junior Henry Jenkins posted an 18-foot 2-inch jump. Aiden Partman was next, a few inches behind. To the results, Lake Linden-Hubbell ran away with this one with 73 points. Lucas Axford won the 400, 800, and 2 relays. Bessemer was the runner-up, Lotz a close third. Tavin Lewis won the shot put and discus. Dollar Bay fourth and Baraga fifth. On the girls' side, the Lakes won 3 relays and took the team title with 49 points. Baraga was next, then it was Ontonagon next, then Baraga, with Elisa Deline winning the discus and pole vault, and Lance was in 5th place. Over in Division II, let's go over to McCormick Field at Gwynn, and this is Brielle Anderson for Jeffers, 14 feet 10 inches. She won by an inch over Gwynn's Adeline Derwin. In the shot put, Alex Gigia of West Iron County put this one way out there toward me, 47 feet 1.5 inches. He won by a whole bunch. On the girls' 100 hurdle side, it would be Bristol Shamian on the right for West Iron County in 17.83. Shamian also won the high jump, the 300 hurdles, and the 200 dash. We'll call that a perfect day. For the boys' 100, Talon Hughes of Ironwood already won the hurdles race, and he bounces right back to take this one in 11.63. Saul Cubusson of West Iron County was second, followed by Gage Jones of Gwynn. Hughes also won the 200. For the girls, Kendall McDonald of West Iron County just gets past Michaela Delmont of Gwynn, 14:21 the winning time there. McDonald was second in the 200 and won a relay. 4x200 relay, the Gwynn Model Towners in 139.86. That's Andrew Souls crossing the line first. And on the girls' side, it will be Gwynn once again. Elena Sawyering, just under 2 minutes, 158.27. West Iron County second, ETC third there. To the 1,600-meter run, and on the boys' side today, a freshman was doing all the fun work. Edul Spencer of West Iron County took this in 5 minutes, 7.80 seconds. He also won the 1,600 and 3,200 and was fourth in the long jump. Girls' turn now, and a clean start. Kind of complicated to get these starts to go wrong, but it happens sometimes. Down the stretch, Alina Pietla of Hancock hangs on to beat Bree Beston of Ewantrail Creek, 5:44.31. Emma Bestman of the Panthers was third. Now let's check the Model Towners numbers here. West Iron County wins by 4 over Gwynn, 58-54. South Oberlin won the 400, a high jump and a relay. Gwynn was second, thanks to Kingston Reynolds leading a 1-2-3 finish in the long jump. Ironwood, Hancock, and Trout Creek were next. On the girls' side, West Iron County 9 points better than Trout Creek. Hancock was third, followed by Gwynn and Ironwood. Elsewhere in high school sports today, in tennis, it was Kingsford over Escanaba 6-2, Marquette down Westwood 7-1. Division III college softball, the regional tournament is underway in Missouri. And Negaunee grad Grace Nardi picked up the victory in relief as Oshkosh beat Illinois College 1-0 in, 12 innings. Oshkosh will take on the host Washington University of Missouri tomorrow. High school softball, Gladstone takes 2 from Norway, 6-3 and 6-1. Hancock over Houghton 4-3. And in baseball, a rarity today. Connor Pickett threw a no-hitter in both games. Okay, they each went 4 innings. He was still under the 105 pitch count. He only allowed 2 walks, 10-0 and 14-0 Mountaineers over Manistee. Escanaba scored 7 runs in the 6th inning to turn back Kingsford 10-6. McCade Hughes with a 3-run homer, and Ashton Rimkos had a solo shot. And Gladstone defeated Marquette 4-1. Park River Harris 17 and North Central 14. The Intercollegiate Women's Lacrosse Coaches Association has recognized NMU's Josie Lakoski as an attacker on the All-Midwest Region First Team. She was GLIAC Offensive Player of the Week in 4 of the final 6 weeks of the regular season, including National Player of the Week twice, and she was the GLIAC Offensive Player of the Year. She had the end of the season with 105 goals and 43 assists for 148 points. My goodness, that is a lot. Turning to the NFL schedules, the Green Bay Packers will open at Minnesota on September 13th. They will host Atlanta on the 24th. That is a Thursday game. They will visit Detroit on October 25th. Thanksgiving Eve, November 25th, they'll fly out to meet the Rams. And yes, they play on Christmas at Chicago. For the Lions, opening the year at home against New Orleans, visiting Buffalo on a Thursday the 17th. New England, the Germany game is on November 13th, Thanksgiving Day, home for Chicago. And the Vikings game on December 20th is a Sunday night game. Turning to baseball, starting to wonder why sometimes, because the Tigers are playing miserable. So we're going to start with the Brewers tonight. Bottom of the first, Luis Renifo with a base hit. William Contreras will cross the plate. And the Brewers have a 3-0 lead after 1 inning. To the bottom of the second, Bryce Terang, he's been hitting the ball well lately, his 10th double of the year. David Hamilton will cross the plate to make it 4-0. Gary Sanchez would continue with a double to score Terang, and the Brewers go on to win this one by the count of 7-1. They will visit Minnesota tomorrow. The Tigers. Oh, they did have a good start today against the New York Mets. That's about as far as it went, though. Gage Workman, a 3-run homer. His second of the year, I should say. I said first earlier, but it was his second. Tigers with a 3-0 lead, and then it went downhill quickly after that. A.J. Ewing, a solo home run, and put up the score because the Tigers lost this one again by the count of, I can't even remember now. Well, there goes 8-3, so you know it was at least 8-3. Bad night. We'll be right back.
The cast of the highly anticipated film, Michael.
You are Michael Jackson's actual nephew.
It was emotional. We had a great resource of this man who's embodying Michael.
And Giuliano Valdi moves like Michael.
He got the swag!
On J-Hood.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 4 on WZMQ CBS. Followed by The Kelly Clarkson Show at 5 and 19 News at 6.
I want to know what's going on in the world. I'm Tony. There are big questions that all of us are asking. I want to get you the answers. How are you? I'm Tony DeCopel. Join me on the CBS Evening News.
Right after your 19 News at 6.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Individual and adventurous. Journey to the world's most exotic, breathtaking locations. Pure Outdoor.
Sophia Murphy reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
The Golden Girls are on MeTV.
I am stunned.
See the always stunning Blanche, Rose, Dorothy, and Sophia.
Weeknights on MeTV 19.1. Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Andersen brand products are #1 in quality, and the Window Store is your local Andersen expert for installation and service of all Andersen windows and doors. From showroom to your home. Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store. Andersen is the #1 trusted window and door brand. The Window Store is the Upper Peninsula's clear choice for windows and doors. Now that's a perfect fit. From showroom to your home, Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store.
A very warm day coming up tomorrow. Temperatures into the lower to mid 70s across the Upper Peninsula. Some spots may even break 80. So a really warm day, but there is that heightened wildfire danger, and you see the reason why. These winds gusting upwards of maybe 30 to 35 miles per hour. We still do have that red flag warning in effect for the western half of the Upper Peninsula. But there it is, about 74 in Marquette tomorrow, 79 Iron River, also for Iron Mountain. A little cooler down here once you work down towards Escanaba, 61 there. Again, may see a little more rain coverage and not quite as much of the warmth. But rain chances will be the highest tomorrow morning. Then we're pretty much done with rain for the weekend here. Temperatures will be into the 60s on Saturday, 52 on Sunday. Starts to trend a little cooler as we head into next week, about 50 on Tuesday. Much cooler on Wednesday, 46, but at least we're mainly dry. Temperatures below average on Thursday, 52 with some sunshine.
Dakota, thank you again. Finally tonight, some of sports' biggest prizes and most iconic moments are on display ahead of next month's World Cup in the U.S. New York's American Museum of Natural History is showcasing 70 items spanning nearly 150 years of sporting greatness. Everything from the Vince Lombardi Trophy to one of Jesse Owens' gold medals from the 1936 Olympics.
Since the museum is a place that tells stories about human cultures, sort of having the opportunity to tell sports stories at this moment as the World Cup is coming to North America is important.
Museum leaders say it's a chance to show how sports can connect people and cultures around the world. Very quickly, Mike, anything extra?
Mets 9, Tigers 4. We had to look it up. Oh, well.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for watching. We'll get you back here tomorrow.
Hey, Mace, did you order your prom outfit yet?
Yeah, Mom, I'll do it.
Hey, have you gotten your prom tux yet?
Yeah, Mom, I got it.
Mason, did you order your prom tux yet?
Yeah, it's coming. Mom?
Skip the guesswork this prom season. Come down to Young's Menswear. We get it right the first time. With tons of in-stock options to rent or buy, we'll help